you can take it. No, you wanna see me naked. I wanna be a baby.
Do you see this skin? Do you? See?
When I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm just sitting down and cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, thoughts. Wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Hey everyone, this is Kayla Symone. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, after millions of people have already done their interviews, and I'm probably the last person on earth because Sephora was taking too long to ship my stuff. But that's okay. This is my Fenty Beauty try-on/review. I'm going to zoom y'all in so you all can see my skin. Sis. Sis. You did that. Like, I usually do not, and obviously I will save the rest for the rest of the video, but I personally do not just go out and buy a whole bunch of makeup just because a brand launched. This was worth my money. And to achieve the whole thing, I really only bought the, I wasn't y'all out, but my skin looks so good. The sticks, the match sticks in the shade 300 tan, I believe. Yeah, I want it to all match. Okay. Yeah, so the match sticks, the foundation in 360, and FYI, I did shop for the foundation online. Had no idea, did not swatch it in person. Eyeballed it, and based off of all my favorite YouTubers and what they used and who I'm close to in complexion, that's how I picked the foundation. The lip gloss. Didn't use the primer, and I do have the blotting Invisimatte powder, and I have been using that because that package came first, and I didn't use it to set the makeup, but I will use it to blot throughout the day because it actually is bomb for the other makeup that I've used it for. So without further ado, let's get into it. So like I mentioned before, I picked up this Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 360, and that was just me eyeballing it online based off of the YouTubers that I just follow and the ones that I like. So I took a few pumps and put it on my skin, and I don't know if you can tell, but like it looks like my skin, and it's super lightweight. It was very like water. It was more of a liquidy, watery consistency, but it was very lightweight. I was shocked. And I know, like, I've watched reviews. Like I said, I'm the last person on earth to do my review. And I've watched them, but it was just really crazy to me how, like, fine it was, how lightweight it was. But I think it was perfect for my skin because at the end of the day, I don't need a ton of coverage. But this is something that's super natural looking, super skin-like. And I really, really liked it. And I think kind of times have died down a little bit for the super caked up foundation. I mean, like, everybody wants a beat face, but sometimes that's not necessary, and some foundations just don't give you that natural look, and everybody doesn't want to look beat all the time. So I really, really appreciated this foundation. It did dry down pretty fast. I didn't feel like using a beauty blender, and I did not order the sponge, so I decided to use this brush. And just for the record, I did not use, again, the primer that Rihanna came out with, and I may try it, but I just did the NYX Angel Veil primer, and that worked perfectly fine. I do have oily to combination skin, so my T-zone can get pretty oily. So as you can see, I'm just kind of making sure all bases are covered, because from my end, looking in the mirror, I could kind of tell that I didn't get to certain spots with the product that I had. But a little bit does go a long way. I can't say that much. And sorry guys, it's taking forever to blend, but I just really didn't want to have to speed up this video. I wanted you guys to see how the foundation dried, what it looked like as it was going on. So this is just me buffing it out. I told y'all I don't play games with the blending because I don't have time for you to see, you know, my jawline looks different than my face, or my nose contour looks like I just dragged mud down my face. I don't have time. And right off rip, my skin looks so smooth, like, and I really really haven't been excited about a foundation like this in a while. So I got the matchsticks in the 300 tan series. So I believe it was caramel, truffle, and rum that were, and I'm just rattling off the top of my head right now. This is how I do my voiceovers. So I'm taking caramel under my eyes, and this is my first time using a cream like concealer this consistency in a stick. Never used it like this. I think maybe next time I'll try it with the ColourPop Golden on top of it, because this was more of a subtle highlight of my face. It was more natural, more neutral. And caramel didn't really have the yellow undertones that my skin does have in it, but nevertheless I really like the consistency. Like I said, my first time using a cream concealer like this, so I don't really know or have anything to compare it to, but it worked for me. It dried down to this weird like matte consistency, but I know from looking at the reviews that I would have to blend this out almost immediately, so that's exactly what I did. And to be honest, the concealer held up pretty nicely throughout the day, and you'll see that I end up coming back at the end of the video because I have worn the foundation, the concealer for some time throughout the day, and decided I wanted to show you guys how the Invisalign powder worked. So I'm trying to give it to you all today, guys. Hopefully you appreciate this video, even though it is the millionth video that has been uploaded about Fenty Beauty, but clearly Rihanna is kicking ass and taking names, okay? I like hashtag 40 shades of Fenty, because if you did not know, Rihanna came out with 40 shades of her foundation in 3 different like groups for her matchsticks, and I thought that was really unique, really nice. And she just came out killing the game. Say what you want, have your little critiques about every product. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think everything works for everybody. Like, I did not pick up any of her highlighters, unfortunately, but I was kind of like on the fence about Trophy Wife because I just don't think it's wearable. It may be something that I pick up, but it's not something that's a necessity. So here I am just contouring my face, and y'all know I rarely do a cream contour. Not even with my LA Girl Pro, I rarely do a cream contour. This color Truffle, this was the first time I've had a contour that was not like this reddish undertone, and it had a few hints of gray in it that gave it a realistic shadow cast. I really appreciated this, and I know you guys are probably like, blah blah blah, you're all in. Guys, I have never been this excited, like, ever. So the matchstick trio for me is 100% a go. I think if you want a more intense like highlight, or if you want a more intense shade in each area, you could buy them separately, but the way I got it, I feel like for an everyday look, this is absolutely perfect. Again, I used the shade 360 in the foundation, and I was in 300 in the matchsticks. So to each its own, you can mix and match if you want to. I didn't pick up any of the colored matchsticks like Unicorn, or I don't know. I know Unicorn is the one that caught my eye. But I didn't pick up any of the colored ones that I could use as eyeshadows or blushes, but you'll see that I end up using Rum as my highlight and both my lid color for the day. So here I'm just taking a moment to look at my skin. This is just with the highlight and contour shade. Haven't even added a like shimmer highlighter or anything. So I'm in love with the way this is turning out so far in this video. I don't know if you can tell, like, I keep stopping, I keep looking at myself. Like, I just really think she did it for like the natural glow up, and I appreciate it. I'm here for it. There's like, and so I end up setting it with my Sacha Buttercup powder. The reason for that being is because the Invisimatte powder, it is a blotting powder, so I wanted to use it for just that. So I wanted to stick to kind of my like normal regimen, how I would normally use this foundation or set these concealers if I were just doing my makeup like regular. So I am just highlighting or putting that powder in all the points that I highlighted my face, and then I will follow up also with the NYX highlight and contour palette that I always use, and that carries the powder contour shade that I always put in the areas that I did not highlight, just to warm my face back up. So again, I'm just bronzing where I contoured, warming up my face per usual. I'm incorporating these Fenty Beauty products as I would if I was doing my makeup any other time. So I love this NYX powder. They give you so many colors to choose from, and so this is what I'm currently using. And then I buff all of this away in one swift motion, mixing like the NYX and the Sacha Buttercup, and it kind of just creates an even complexion. And yet and still my foundation does not feel like I have foundation on, which is crazy. So again, this foundation is so lightweight that even the products that you lay on top of it doesn't really cake up. It doesn't really make it feel super heavy, because I know sometimes I put on makeup and I was like, why does my face feel so heavy? But this feels great. So here I am putting the Rum Highlighter Matchstick on my eyelid, and I'm gonna highlight, you know, like the high points of my cheeks, because I wanted to do a semi like everyday eyeshadow look. And this is the first time I've ever done something where I just didn't even use a crease color or anything. I just put the glitter shade on my lid, or the shimmer shade on my lid, and kept it moving. And so people have been telling me, because again I don't use cream highlighters, that they're hard to put on after you have set your makeup, and I did not find it to be that way. I literally just dabbed it in the areas that I wanted to, and then I followed up with my NYX fan brush to kind of make sure it was even. But this highlighter on its own, Rum, for me was pretty bomb. It is a more subtle everyday highlight, but even just going out in the natural light, I could see it on my face, and I was like, okay, so if this is the cream subtle highlight that can go under or over your foundation, what is trophy wife like? And you know, again, that's a whole different story. And if I do pick it up, it may just be for like special occasion, but I just don't feel like it may flatter my skin tone as well as I think it would. But it might be nice on my eyes, we'll see. And maybe that's something I'll pick up later. But I really want to try Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule, and I also want to try the Hustler Baby and Money something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I'm just lining my lips, and I'm gonna put on Velvet Teddy by MAC. It's not really super important right now, but this is the base that I'm gonna provide before I use the Fenty Glow, which was the one lip gloss and the one lip product that she launched. And it smells amazing. The wand is nice and full, and honestly, I've been wearing this for a while too, because this package did come with my Invisimatte powder, and it's just awesome. Like, it lasts all day. It's one of my favorite lip glosses, and I don't typically like lip glosses like that, so I really appreciated it. Rihanna did her thing with this line. This is a video that I've been itching to get up, and I just couldn't because my packages weren't here. But I hope you guys like this. Alright y'all, so I am back. I have actually been out of the house for quite a few hours now. It's 80 degrees and muggy here in Michigan, and so I figured it would be a good way and time to show you how the makeup held up. I do have combination to oily skin, so I'm oily in my T-zone, and as you can see, pretty oily here. So I am going to take the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder and take the sponge. Do you see that? It's matte. And this is what I've been doing when I've been getting super hot. And I want to get my makeup back to where it was earlier in the day. And as you can see, the shine on my forehead is significantly less than what it was. It's not showing up any particular kind of color. I'm gonna dab some here. And as you can see, it made me matte in those areas all over again. Doesn't look like I've had my makeup on for hours, which I really like. And yeah, so I don't know what order this will pop in this video because I just decided to do this, but let me know if you like this video. Like, comment, you know, subscribe, do all that stuff if you haven't. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.